Hey guys, Mr. Mimikyu here. In today's video, I'm going to be showcasing the team that gave me a 13 win streak in the Summer Cup. I was able to get to rank 16 and basically had success with this team, which has Toxapex, Vigoroth, and Dubwo. Now, to be fair though, I really would want it to do Open Great League, but at the state it's currently in, I also feel like that I shouldn't because, well, Medicham has just gotten better now that Trevenant got nerfed, as basically a lot of ice types got buffed, like Warring with the Icicle Spear damage, Drill Run on a low end Sand Slash, and Dewgong. Man, it's just really nice to see that happen though. And of course we were able to take down the Swampert. Now we can line up the Dubwo against the Lantern. So basically Toxapex, oh, they have Pidgeot, so maybe there is a chance. You know, come to think of it, sometimes I always wonder if I should run Wild Charge, so I bring in Toxapex to absorb the damage. It's a Brave Bird that severely lowers the defense, and here I CMP tied to the Brave Bird. Ouch, that's gotta hurt. And all I have left is the Dubwo. I'm gonna go for a Body Slam here. It is lethal, so it'll take it down. Out comes a Lantern. I can Body Slam that. We can survive one move since none moves are basically lethal, but we take him down with ease. Next opponent, Talonflame. And, you know, we know how to play out a Talonflame here. We let the first move go. Yeah, it is a Brave Bird. They're going to, chip and dip, but nope. They end up throwing an Incinerate, thinking I was going to throw the Brine right away, but they ended up letting it go. They have an Electrode, and at this point, I'm only going to get to one move, so might as well just go for Sludge Wave. They shielded, so that's fine. We can go into Vigoroth here. We can let the first Discharge go, thinking, it might be a Hyper Beam, but no, they throw the Discharge. That's a safe play. I'm going to shield the second because I want to preserve the health on the Vigoroth. I'm going to go for Body Slam right away. I don't want to build up to the Bulldoze, as it is very risky to do, and all they have left is a Superior. I think that was a CMP tie, because there's no way this would have been a Frenzy Plant, and sure enough it wasn't. It was a Leaf Tornado, which they end up getting the debuff, so I swap out into Dubwo and praying, hoping that they don't. And you know what, I'm going to call it, it's a Leaf Tornado, so that was a good call by me. I'm going to unleash big damage with Payback to get him down into the red. Sure enough, that's what we did. We get a double kick through. We're going to shield right here, as I do want to respect the Frenzy Plant, but it ends up becoming a Grass Knot, which is kind of baffling by me though. Moving on to the next match, we got Chestnut and lead. Fantastic lead by me. They safe switch into Electrode. I go into Vigoroth here. I'm going to let the first move go, as I do intend that, oh, it's a foul play, so maybe it's probably foul play Hyper Beam, but I really don't know. But I'm going to throw in a Body Slam bait. I know it sounds stupid, and they called it. Holy cow. I shield up the Discharge, but hey, I mean, since they don't have Hyper Beam, so we're kind of good to go. They bring back in the Chestnut. I'm going to go for Body Slam, as Bulldoze is resisted because of Chestnut's grass typing, and judging by the look of it, it looks like a two-shot right here. They shielded, so that's fine. I'm going to let Vigoroth go down. We go into Toxapex. We can tank a Frenzy Plant, as even though it does a lot of damage... Oh, wait, they have Energy Ball? What the heck? Who runs Energy Ball on this thing? That's kind of bizarre. Holy smokes. I understand we're still early into the rankings, but still, I don't understand why people are running these weird movesets on these Pokemon. I get that you're kind of lacklustering on Elite TMs, but still. And we let the second Icicle Spear, or was it the third? I'm not too sure. But we have double Body Slams for the Chestnut. They're going to shield the first, and then the second is lethal. So at this point, this is pretty much a wrap here. We can just go for a Body Slam and KO the Chestnut. Next opponent, we got Scizor. Shadow Scizor, for a matter of fact. I'm going to switch into Vigoroth, though, as, yeah, I know Bullet Punch is resisted, but Poison Jab is double resisted, which Scizor would just feel it tickling right through its body, so that would just be unfortunate for it. We CMP tied them to the Night Slash with our Body Slam, so that's just kind of unnecessary. So, to be honest, though, Shadow Scizor is pretty strong, but it's quite glassy to see it happen, though. You know what? I'm going to full send the Bulldoze. I know it sounds like a bad move, but they caught it on the Politoed. Holy cow. And I'm unable to get to the Body Slam, so that's a darn shame. But anyways, we can now line up the double against it, as I don't want to go into Toxapex because I don't know if Politoed will have Earthquake, as Earthquake would just be doing massive damage to double, and that would just be no good because, like, yeah, Earthquake is a legacy move on Politoed, but at the very least, though, like, you're tanking the Weather Balls, and I CMP tie him to the Body Slam with the Weather Balls, so that's kind of unfortunate. I end up losing CMP, but oh well, we grab a shield. We can go into Toxapex. They go back into Hisuian Electrode. You know what? I'm going to shield up here because I know the Wild Charge would be doing a heck of a lot of damage here. And oh my goodness, I CMP tied him. Can we survive with the bulk? Yes, we can. Holy cow, Toxapex is just so gosh darn bulky, and they have Politoed. At this rate, this is not an Earthquake. We can let this go. Yeah, because we have no shields. Moving on to the next match, we got Ferrothorn. Now, to be honest though, it's very unpredictable whether or not if Ferrothorn will be carrying Thunder. They safe switch into Knockdown, and I gotta go for Body Slam here. Like, yeah, I know Bulldoze wouldn't be doing anything as it is double resisted against the normal flying type. We end up winning CMP on the second Body Slam, which is very nice though, as they are going to go for a Sky Attack. We can, like, take it no problem and see if we can get to a third Body Slam. Yes, we can. And are we going to be taking down the Knockdown? Yes, we can. They bring back in the Ferrothorn. I'm going to let the Power Whip go because, you know, Vigoroth has done its job. I can go into Double because, like, as much as I would want to go into Toxapex, I really don't because, like, yeah, I know Bullet Seed is neutral, but Poison Jab is resisted, not double because of Ferrothorn's grass typing. Here they called the Body Slam. Like, holy crap, that's just wow. What a mind reader. But at this point, and we caught the Icicle Spear just to add insult to injury. Oh my goodness, that is just wow. Here, I'm going to, like, shield up here just to respect the Earthquake, as it would be taking me out. So I shielded, and it was an Earthquake. So nice shield by me. You know what? I'm going to try and see if we can grab a shield with a Brine. They called it! Oh my goodness, what a mind reader. You know what? I'm going to shield again because this could be an Earthquake, and it is! Oh man, that's just reading the right place, and we farmed them down, and they died with 2 shields. Next up, Talonflame. What do you know? Fire Spin. Like, to be fair though, Fire Spin is not the move. They try to catch a Brine, but I'm going to hold on to that energy, fire off a Sludge Wave to do a heck of a lot of damage to the Kingdra. And, you know, come to think of it, I'm going to shield right away as I do want to keep health on the Toxapex, but it ends up becoming a Noctizuka, so I had to, like, shield because I thought it was going to be an Outrage, but it was an Noctizuka, and then I got debuffed, so I had to switch into Vigoroth. Now we know that future Flame Charges will be doing more, so I'm going to, like, let everything go until they reach, like, another Flame Charge. Can we get to the Body Slam in time? We can! Holy cow! Vigoroth on an absolute rampage. Can we farm down? And we die with the move. And of course I get denied. Oh my goodness, that is terrible. And they Brave Bird us, so that's kind of unfortunate. They have a Abomasnow in the back. At the very least though, we're hitting them with super effective with double kicks, so that's a nice thing to note. But at the same time though, they could, like, be chipping us with those Weather Balls because, you know, it's a very strong move. I mean, it was good. Like, it was 60 base power until it became 55 base power in Season 9 of Go Battle League because it was making, like, some Pokemon like Alolan Ninetales, Kanto Ninetales, Politoed, Pelipper, and Abomasnow a little too strong, but at the very least, there's not much you can do. What do you know? Quagsire got to get the heck out of here and go into Vigoroth because, like, sure, like, we can take a move. It's a Mud Bomb, so there's no biggie about that. They bring in Pelipper. They're resisting the counters. I can hit them neutrally with Body Slam, and it's all fun and games, you know. Doing some, like, chip damage to this thing, you know, that's all we really need. They shielded the second. Can we make a third? No, we cannot. Even if I did shield, they'll shield back and then win switch advantage. So I'm going to take shield advantage as a matter of fact, and bring back in the Toxapex after we waited out our clock because that is, like, one of the most smartest things that you can do. I let this go. Holy cow, it was a Hurricane. That did big damage, and there's no way this is a Hurricane again, as I do expect it is a Weather Ball, so that was a good call by me. I speculate they're going to bring back in the Quagsire, so I'm just going to do a bit of chip damage with the Brine because that's the only thing I can hit them with, so I'm going to bring in Double, and They end up throwing on alignment, giving me a double kick for free. I shield last second, and it is a Stone Edge, so thank goodness I shielded correctly, because if I didn't, I probably would have been taking like massive damage. They survive, and you know what, at this point this is just a mud bomb though, as we can just let this go. It's not, I mean, it did get a damage buff, but still. And in the back they have Cordelia. I'm gonna full send the payback. Let's do it, folks. Payback! Oh my goodness, that did, well, it didn't bring it down into the yellow, but the double kicks are really adding up though, because Cordelia is a rock type and double kick is a fighting type move. So I'm going to go for the double kick here, I mean body slam bait, and we grab a shield, so that's nice by me. We try to catch a, was it a, shoot, what was it, a grass knot or rock slide onto Toxapex, and we end up catching a grass knot. Can we farm down? Yes we can, and that is a good game. Moving on to the next opponent, we got a Dunsparce lead. Now, to be honest though, Dunsparce is kind of a core breaker, because you don't know if you're gonna like throw first or they're gonna throw first, because like, sure, like Dunsparce's attack isn't like the highest, but its stamina is just absurd. Wow. They go for Drill Run because that is the right play, as it does more damage than Rock Slide, and on top of that, it does hit for super effective damage. You know what, can we get to it in time? Yes, we can. We can get to the brine. The question is, can we farm down before they make a move? Oh no, they got to the move. And you know what? I'm going to let this go though, as Toxapex has done its job bringing the thing down low. They have a Toxapex of their own now, so I'm going to full send the Bulldoze. I'm not going to bait here, so Bulldoze! Holy cow, they did a lot of damage. Now, to be fair though, we can let this go here. I think they're going to go for Brine. Yes, they do. Now, the only way I could see Toxapex actually gaining a buff is if it were to get, like, Scald, which was a nice move that Toxapex had in the main series games, where it would, like, lower its opponent's attack because of its high physical defense. So that way, or no, not lower the attack, it actually would burn the opponent. My bad, I get confused with Pokemon Go and the main series games, like, a lot, though. It's just, it's a thing, though, because I've been playing the main series games since 2009, but enough of that. Let's just get back into the match. We knock them out. They have Ferrothorn, and they concede the match. Next opponent, we got Pidgeot. Now, this is very tricky, as yeah, they got the buff from wing attack, so they're basically going to outpace us. So I'm going to wait till they throw, so that way, in case they Brave Bird me, no, they go for a Feather Dance. I'm going to go for a Sludge Wave here, do some meaningful damage to them, and we bring them down into the red. And you know what? I'm going to call that as another Feather Dance, but knowing my luck, it's kind of silly to do so. But we live with 1 HP, and we died before we got to the brine. They got Toxapex. Last time they didn't shield the Bulldoze, but I speculate this time they are, so I'm going to let the brine go, do some neutral damage to me. And to be fair though, we're going to build up to the Body Slam and Bulldoze. We're going to bait with the Body Slams, we grab a shield, and sure enough we did. We bulldozed them to bring him down close into like the yellow, close to red. We bring him down into the yellow. You know what? Vigoroth has done its job. We're going to let it go. We take us out. Now we can go with the double, and they have Obstagoon in the back. Look how much those double kicks are doing. Those are double super effective, but yet the thing is that theirs is a 2-turn, mine is a 3-turn, so it's very unlikely that I'll probably get out of this. But sure enough, I end up shielding, but they had Night Slash, so my guess is probably Night Slash plus Obstruct, which you don't often see Obstruct on Obstagoon, as Cross Chop does allow you to have coverage against like opposing goons, as opposed to like, you know, trying to like debuff yourselves as many times as you want, but that's fine with me. Blossom. Now, at least we're hitting them with super effective though, unlike Ferrothorn, which takes resisted damage. Not double, because Grass takes super effective, while Steel double resists, so that means Ferrothorn takes single resistance damage from poison. Here I go for a Brine, anticipating a shield. They got a Pidgeot here, and what do you know? It has Gust, which is like, what? You know what? I'm going to full send the Sludge Wave. I'm like already done with this. Aw, they shielded. Oh, no, they shielded. Aw. You know what? I'm going to call that it's a Feather Dance, and it was. We survived. I go into Vigoroth here. Can we get to the Body Slam? Aw, we barely get there. And to be fair, though, it's very hard to time, like, you know, with the moves, you know. And I threw an unalignment, giving them a Gust, but it doesn't even matter, as I am able to take them down with a Body Slam. Now, what are they going to bring back in? They bring back in the Blossom. Can we survive a Leaf Blade? And we do, but then they snipe with Kingdra. I'm going to go into Double here, And basically, we get to the payback. I know like Kingdra is somewhat bulky, but at the very least, it can take hits. You know what, I'm going to shield just in case it's an outrage, because last time I got Octazooka baited, and that was just terrible. We're able to get the double kick down, and they concede. And Imoga. Now, this is very, very dangerous, though, because, like, both of our backlines fast moves would be doing resisted damage, right? Because Imoga is a flying type, and it did get access to acrobatics this season, so it's a nice addition to have to its moveset, although it would be very nice if Gliscor were to also get it too, because acrobatics on Gliscor would just be a lot better. They bring in Unova Stunfisk, I go for a Bulldoze. It looks like it was a CMP type, I might guess, and it was, so at this point we can just sacrifice the Vigoroth here, go into double, because going into Toxapex would just be a bad idea, because, you know, we'd be taking, or no, I go into Toxapex, never mind. You know what, I'm going to shield here, and then hopefully we can get off of Brine and KO the Ufisk, and sure enough, we are able to get to the Brine. We under tap, we go for it, take him out. They bring back in the Emolga, and you know what, I'm going to try something fishy. We caught the Discharge, so that's good. So they got Shiftry in the back. We're hitting them super effective with double kick. I'm going to let this go. It's a Leaf Blade, but man, that Leaf Blade did a lot of damage. Man, that's like, wow. You don't mess with Shiftry though. Though it hits very hard, it cannot take hits very hard. You know what, at this point, I'm just going to like let, or no wait, I shielded. Can we farm down? Yes, we can. 1 HP. We're able to get off a Body Slam to do some big damage to the Emolga. They shielded, but at this point, can we get to the Brine? Yes, we can. And hopefully this will be enough. Brine onto the Emolga, gets to KO. And next up, we got Abomasnow. So this is a very good lead. You know, we're doing super effective while they're doing resisted. I'll say this, though. Like, we can tank an Energy Ball and not even be close to the yellow. Well, we're getting kind of close, though. But you know what? Just to be safe, though, I'm going to go for a Brine here. I think this is a Weather Ball, and sure enough, it is. Like, instead of wasting all that energy with Sludge Wave, why not go for the Brine? Doesn't kill him, but at least we get, like, a nice energy advantage. They got a Swampert. We got to get the heck out of here, as we don't want to deal with those Earthquakes that they would hit us with for super effective. They got a Credilli, and you know what? At this point, I'm just going to go full send the Bulldoze, though, because, you know, it hits for neutral, not super effective like other rock types, but at the very least, though, they go for a Rock Slide, though, and I don't know what happened, though. I think that was kind of a visual glitch or something. I'm just not too sure what happened, but the downside is that they got 2 shields against my 0, so that's kind of trouble for me. But at the very least, though, we are able to catch the Hydro Cannon, as if I did throw, I would have lost CMP. At this point, I'm just using the double as a damage sponge. We're able to get to a Body Slam, grab the final shield. Can we make another? No, we cannot. At this point, I'm going to try do something risky, wait out the clock, go into Vigoroth, they go for a Mud Shot, and I go for a Body Slam and take him out, and that's a good game. Moving on to the next match, we got Alolan Graveler. Now, I gotta get out of here, but it ends up becoming a Rock Throw, and I end up switching. They go into a Leafage Lurantis. Now, Leafage is very nice though, as it is a Bullet Punch clone, so that's a good sign, so that way Lurantis can have stab with its moves, as opposed to Fury Cutter, which generates energy at a fast rate, but it doesn't do a lot of damage though, unfortunately. Now I'm going to go for a Body Slam number 2, we grab the shield. Can we get to Body Slam number 3? The answer is no, or actually yes I can if I shield it, although to be fair though, I could have like thrown in a couple more, like maybe like a couple, like not like 4, because then I would end up CMP tying. They try to catch a move. I go into Toxapex. They have Knocked Out in the back. They thought they were going to catch a Bulldoze, which would be double resisted. They go for a Shadow Ball. I can go for a Sludge Wave here against the Knocked Out, do some big damage. We bring him down into the red. Can we farm down? No, we cannot. Are they going to throw a Shadow Ball? And no, they throw the Sky Attack, which is kind of funny. You know what, at this point here, we can throw in a Brine, take down the Alolan Graveler, and that's a good game, very well played to my opponent. Or not really, but we can just farm down with the Vigoroth. Moving on to the last and final match, this is the match where I actually lost, where the 13 win streak ended, and it starts off with a Toxapex Mirror. Now, to be fair though, I don't like mirror matches because I don't know who will win CMP and who doesn't. And then like if you're doing it in the Master League, it's basically 50-50, as you basically have like both the perfect IV of the Pokemon. So that answers your question about that. So I'm able to get off a second Sludge Wave. Can we bring down to the yellow? Yes, we can. You know, I'm going to let this go here. I think it's a Sludge Wave. Yes, it is. And they save switch in the Credility. Now here, to be fair, I try to catch a Rock Slide, honestly. I just didn't know what I was trying to do. And they go for a Grass Knot. Can we get to the move? No, we kind of have to shield though. To be fair, at this point right here, this is when I realized that I should have thrown the Bulldoze, because that would have killed, but they live with a sliver HP and there's no way I was going to win that. So I won switch, but I'm down 2 shields, so that's kind of brutal. So that's kind of sucks on my part. They have a double. I'm going to go for a Body Slam here to see if we can grab a shield. We grab shield number 1, go for Body Slam number 2, see if we can grab the second shield, and sure enough we do. I don't want to get farmed down. I could have just gone into my own double, but at the very least though, but with an energy advantage, forget it. I'm not doing that. I don't want to do that type of stuff. I can go in my own double. I end up CMP tying to the Body Slam, which is kind of unfortunate by me, because if I had not done that, then maybe there could have been a chance for me to win this, but at the very least, there's no like win con now. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, me using Toxapex in the Summer Cup. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and until next time, Mr. Mimikyu, peace out.